Hi everyone, welcome back to Learn Turkish the Easy Way channel. Herkese iyi akşamlar. This is another live lesson on random topics that we have had previously. It's a kind of a long series, so sometimes when I have a random topic in my mind to discuss with you, I just have this series. Okay, so this is a 17th lesson on Merhaba Ingrid, welcome. So this is the 17th live lesson on random topics, and today I decided to talk about possessive adjectives, which is my, your, his, her, our, and their, and so on, right? Of course, there is some kind of a relation here between the possessive pronouns, right? When we say mine, yours, his, hers, and so on, but that's a different topic, so I just want to focus today mostly on possessive adjectives. Just the first part, right, which is my, your, and his, and so on. So I think we already discussed this topic in one of our previous topics when we were talking about how to say in Turkish I have, you have, right, she has, and so on. Because this structure of possessive adjectives, my, your, his, and so on, is already included there. For example, when we say I have a car, you say benim arabam var, right? So benim arabam var by structure means my car exists, but separately it means basically what? That I have a car. So when you say I have a car, the Turkish way of saying that is my car exists. So you can check that topic as well when we discussed how to say I have, right? The verb to have in Turkish language. And there will be some kind of a bit of repetition over here, but still this is a different topic. So what do we have for this topic today? Just before we start, just a reminder, whoever wants to join our Telegram channel for early notifications about further videos or any kind of discussion about Turkish language, I left this link in the YouTube description, video description below. You can find the link to this Telegram channel in the video description. So let's just start and see how we basically use this structure. Now in Turkish, if you want to say to convert this kind of a pronouns I, you, he, she, we, you, they into the possessive adjectives, we basically have this structure. Okay, so ben becomes benim, sen becomes senin, o becomes onun, biz becomes bizim, which is our and ours, and siz becomes sizin, and onlar becomes onların. Now basically there is nothing kind of special about these endings at the end, im, right, in, or here this nun, right, im here that I just highlight here for you. So they're not special, they're actually possessive endings that can be attached to anything, to any kind of a noun, right, or even adjectives, it doesn't matter. So what makes it different is basically when you add this kind of a possessive endings to pronouns, it becomes just possessive adjectives and nothing else. Okay, nothing special here. But pay attention to one thing over here. When I translated them here in parentheses as my, right, your, let's say his, right, our, your, and their, I also included the second part, which is mine, yours, right, her or hers, and its. And then we have ours, yours, or theirs. Now, why did I include them as well? Because in Turkish, you can have both meanings, okay? When you use this benim, senin, onun, bizim, sizin, onların, you can mean both, okay? Depending on the context, you can mean my or mine, okay? But when you use this kind of a benim, senin, onun, this my or mine or your and yours act usually as an adjective, okay, not as a pronoun. Usually as an adjective. Whenever you want to mean to use them as a possessive pronoun, really, which really in English means, let's say mine is lost, right? Mine is gone. Mine is I don't know, broken. Then we have a separate structure for that. We have one ending that we have to add to these words. Okay, but I will show you kind of this in the further kind of slides or pages anyway. So this is basically what we have. Okay, benim, don't forget, benim can mean my, or mine. Senin can mean your or yours. Depending on the context, they can mean both. So we will see them below, okay? So let's now continue them. And what do we have? Let's look at the examples here. So here, look at this example. All of these examples that you see on this page right now, they are examples of the cases where benim, senin, onun act as a possessive adjective. Okay, their role here is an adjective. So when you say benim arabam, first of all, pay attention to the fact that whatever you have as benim, senin, onun, right, as the possessive adjectives, they are all also implied at the end of the nouns, right? Here you see arabam, that m at the end, or evin, that in at the end, onun saçı, that ı at the end. They already also implied those pronouns, right? Or let's say possessive adjectives. Therefore, it means what? You can omit benim, senin, onun if you have these endings at the end of the nouns. They can be omitted, and you can just erase them. Okay, so you can just say arabam kırmızı, which still means benim arabam kırmızı. Okay, or senin evin ucuz is equal in terms of the meaning with evin ucuz. There is nothing kind of a different. But we have this also extensions, right? We have these extensions at the end of the nouns that also mean those possession. So benim arabam kırmızı means my car is red, and here my acts as an adjective, okay, before the car. Senin evin ucuz, here your acts as an adjective, possessive adjective, your house, right? Which house? Your house is cheap. Onun saçı siyah, his or her hair is black. His or her again here acts as an adjective. Çocuk bizim arabamızda. The child is in our car. Here da, just a side note, is a locative case, right? Ending arabamız is our car. Arabamızda is in our car. It's a locative case ending da. So basically bizim here acts as our, right? As an adjective before the car. Bizim arabamız, our car. Here in the next one, bu sizin hatanız. Hata is a mistake. This is your mistake. Your here again acts as an adjective before the mistake. That's why it's called possessive adjective, right? And last, onların evini görmüyorum. I don't see their house. Here at the end of the evini, this ni is accusative case ending. It's not translatable. There is no kind of a version to translate it. Therefore, there is no kind of a counterpart of that in the English translation. So evi, onların evi is their house. Onların evini means I don't see their house. Okay, onların evini görmüyorum. So I don't see their house. But because we cannot use here the, because there is already there, so we just say it their house. Okay, I don't see their house. Onların evi, their house. Onların here acts as an adjective. Okay, there before the noun house. So in all these cases, you see, benim, senin, benim arabam, senin evin, onun saçı, bizim arabamız, sizin hatanız, onların evi. In all of these cases, these possessive adjectives are acting as adjectives. That's why they are called possessive adjectives. Okay, they are coming in front of the noun, and that's why they are acting as an adjective. But there are also cases where it is not translated as my, okay, despite the fact that it is still used as a my in Turkish. Let's look at those examples now. Look at these three examples, for example, three kind of a sets of examples. In the first sentences here, okay, everywhere, in the first sentences, right, three sentences, they all act as an adjective. For example, when you say benim arabam bu, my car is this one, or is this, okay? They again, you see, this benim acts as an adjective, okay? Therefore, it is acting as an adjective. Or senin evin, right? Senin evin, your house is this, or is this one. Senin evin o, sorry, it should be that, okay? Let me change this one, that, okay, that. Yeah, your senin evin o, your house is that one. That's again acts as an adjective, okay, because it comes in front of the noun. Then we have bizim kedimiz kayıp, our cat is lost. Bizim kedimiz, here bizim acts as an adjective, okay. So in all of these first three sentences, we have benim, senin, bizim acting as an adjective. Let's look at the second sentences. Bu araba benim. Here, you see, now the place is changed, right? And it is not anymore in front of the noun. Bu araba benim. But it still acts as an adjective, okay? It is same as saying what? Bu araba kırmızı. This car is red. So this car is red or this car is mine. It doesn't have any difference. So in this case, even if you put this benim at the end, here it still acts as an adjective, okay? Bu araba benim, right? Here, bu araba benim. This car is mine. It is same as saying this car is red. Therefore, benim here again is acting as an adjective, but as it is translated as mine, okay? That's the difference here now. The difference here is that even if it acts as an adjective here in Turkish language, in English, you see, it still acts as an adjective, but the translation is different now. Okay, now we have mine. This car is mine. You don't say in English, this car is my, right? You don't say this car is my. You say this car is mine. So in Turkish, if you want to say that, you will say bu araba benim. Okay? You don't say anything else. You see, in Turkish it is staying the same, but in English it becomes mine. Okay? And in the third sentence, if you really want to make it to act as a pronoun, you have to add this ending ki to the adjective, okay? Possessive adjective, to make it really act as a possessive pronoun. Okay, not possessive adjective, but possessive pronoun. So the only difference between the possessive pronoun and the possessive adjectives in Turkish language is that we have to have this ending ki. You see in all the three cases here, benimki, seninki, bizimki. It makes it exactly possessive pronoun. Okay, so benimki bu means what? Benimki bu. Mine is this one. Or seninki o. Yours is that one. Look at the third sentence. Bizimki kayıp. Ours is lost. It can be, for example, cat, right? It can be ki, whatever. So bizimki kayıp. Whenever you add this ending ki, okay, ki to all of this pronouns, adjectives. Sorry, let me go back here, okay. So whenever you add ki to all of this here, okay, let's say ki, seninki, onunki, right, bizimki, sizinki, and onlarınki, that makes them all mine, yours. It basically makes them all what? Possessive pronouns, okay, not possessive adjectives. So let me just undo this, okay, erase everything, go back without ki structure, and go back to this, okay. So you see, bu araba benim means this car is mine, but still as an adjective, acts as an adjective. But when you say mine is this one, now it acts as a pronoun. Therefore, benimki bu. You have to, if you really want to make it possessive pronoun, you have to add this ki at the end. That's the only difference, okay. Don't forget that one. So look at also the second sentence, right? We didn't cover them. O ev senin. That house is yours. Bu kedi bizim. This cat is ours. You see, it's still not. You don't say bu kedi bizimki. That will be wrong. Bu kedi bizim means this cat is ours. But in English, we don't say is our. We say ours. We use it as a possessive pronoun. Okay. But the real possessive pronoun is when you add this ki towards the bizimki, seninki, right, benimki, and so on. Then it's ours is lost, yours is that one, and so on. Let's look at the last examples over here, okay. Look at the dialogue here, for example. Benim telefonum çalışmıyor. My phone doesn't work, right? By the way, I put the benim and bizim in parentheses because you can omit them. You can still say telefonum çalışmıyor. It will still mean it because benim already is implied here, right, from or bizim is implied from anahtarımız, right? Anahtarımız. So therefore, I just put them in parentheses for you to mention that we can omit them. But that's if we don't omit them, they are used here as possessive adjectives. Okay. Benim telefonum çalışmıyor. My phone doesn't work. Seninki çalışıyor mu? Does yours work? Seninki, here you see it now acts as a possessive pronoun. Okay. Seninki çalışıyor mu? Does yours work? Evet, benimki çalışıyor. Here, look at the last one. Evet, benimki çalışıyor. Yes, mine works. Here again, it is benimki, right? Is possessive pronoun. It's not possessive adjective anymore. And in the second example, bizim anahtarımız kayıp. It basically means our key is lost or we lost our key, okay? It doesn't matter, but basically that's how we can translate it. Our key is lost or we have lost our key. Bizim anahtarımız kayıp. And here bizim acts as a possessive adjective. Sizinki nerede? Or nerede? Don't kind of pronounce this e here, right? This e in between is kind of somehow omitted. Sizinki nerede? Where is yours? This is plural, right? You. It can be formal or plural you. And the answer is what? Bizimki de kayıp. Ours is lost too. Or we have lost ours too. Okay? So you see here again bizimki, sizinki, seninki, benimki, these four examples are examples of possessive pronouns, not possessive adjectives. They are possessive pronouns. Okay? That's basically how we distinguish between the possessive pronouns, possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives. Possessive adjectives usually are translated as either my, your, his, her, right? Or mine, yours, and so on. But the real possessive pronoun is when you add that ending ki at the end, okay? That is the only difference that makes a specific Turkish kind of a possessive adjective a real possessive pronoun. That's how you transform it, okay? So basically, benim becomes benimki, right? Benimki. Senin becomes seninki, possessive pronoun, right? Onun becomes onunki, like the one I showed above, basically speaking. And so on and so on. You go with the rest. So any questions, anything unclear about this lesson? I hope it's clear, it's straightforward. Ingrid, any questions, anything? Nothing. Today's Sunday. I had a kind of a long break between the last lesson and today's lesson. I kind of was a bit sick. I was partly busy, so I wanted to kind of resume the video with this one about the possessive adjectives. Good. Okay. If no questions, then next class we'll continue with where we left with the grammar part. Grammar, right? I think last we covered. Yes, Ingrid, go on. You can ask anything about the vocabulary too. So next class we will continue with the grammar of the past tenses, or past tenses of the conditional mood. We already covered the conditional mood. That's where we will continue. Let's see what Ingrid's question is about. Before we finish the lesson. By the way, there was also a question about, let me just open a separate kind of, there was a question from one of our users, what is the difference between sevmek and sevinmek, okay? Let me also add the third one, which is sevilmek, okay? Sevmek, sevilmek, and sevinmek. There are three things, different things. So this one, sevmek, is to love, okay? To love or to like. To like. Sevilmek is a passive voice. It's to be loved. To be loved. Okay. To be loved or to be liked by somebody. To be liked. And sevinmek is to be glad, to be happy, okay? To get happy, to be happy, to be happy, to get happy, okay? Basically, or to get happy, glad, okay? To be happy or to get happy. For example, you can say geldiğinize sevindim, okay? Geldiğinize, just sevindim. I am glad, I'm happy that you came, I'm glad that you came, okay, that you came. Or if you say hiç sevilmedim, sevilmedim, it means what? I have never been, never been loved, okay? So you see, sevilmek is to be loved. Hiç sevmedim would be what? I have never loved. Hiç sevmedim, okay, would be I never loved. Never loved, okay. I have never loved. That would be better translation. I have never loved, okay. Geldiğinize sevindim. Or you can also make this hiç sevinmedim, right? Hiç sevinmedim. Sevinmedim. You see, this is sevinmek, not sevilmek. Hiç sevinmedim will be what? I'm not happy at all about that. I'm not happy at all. Okay, let's see the question, Ingrid's question, if she wrote, is it eş or karı for wife? I have seen both. Well, eş is a spouse, okay? It doesn't mean, it can be anything. It can be both wife and husband. So eş has, by the way, eş has multiple meanings. It has adjective meanings, okay? Different. Eş means also equivalent. Okay, eş means, if you talk about the marriage issues, eş means spouse. So when you say benim eşim, it means my spouse. And people would know from the context, of course, whether you mean husband or wife. When you say, as a woman, if you say my spouse, benim eşim, probably they will understand as a husband. If the male says benim eşim, they will understand as a wife, okay? So eş means spouse, karı means wife. That is exact translation, okay? And koca means husband. Okay? That's basically the difference. Karım means my wife, right? Kocam means my husband. Eşim means my spouse. Any other questions? Anything? No? Nothing? Rica ederim Ingrid. You're welcome. Alright, then I'll see you in the next lessons. You will have an announcement in my Telegram channel, of course, in advance. See you in the next classes. Görüşürüz. Herkese iyi akşamlar. Bye bye.